If knowledge alone changed behavior, every single one of us would be perfect. We'd scroll less, sleep more, exercise consistently, and our screen time would be reasonable. And nothing says reasonable like spending 9+ hours watching cat videos on YouTube just because you don't want to do your homework. Somehow knowing things has never really led to us doing them. Feeling the need to has. So today, let's talk about how to turn critical thinking into critical action. But by now, you're probably wondering, Arvin, what is critical action and how does that even apply to critical thinking? Just wait, we'll get to that. But first, we have to understand how your brain actually works. Daniel Kahneman splits these up into two systems called System 2 and System 1. System 2 is slow, rational, and reason-oriented, while System 1 is fast, emotional, and decision-making. These two systems, when combined, create critical action, but only if they work cooperatively. And therein lies the problem. Procrastination, our inability to do what we know we should do, stems from misalignment between these two actions. We know that's the critical thinking part, but we can never feel. Let's look at a personal example. Last week, I had a biology assignment due that day at midnight. And like any responsible student, I decided to watch 42 minutes about Japanese vending machines. If you know, you know. But we don't rely on our knowledge for such behaviors. We think we know that that isn't what we should be doing. Somehow that didn't change anything. My feeling brain was like, nah. So today we understood that these two aspects are difficult to comprehend, yet they lead to some actionable circumstances we would never think of in the future. So what's the solution? How do we stop watching 42 minutes of Japanese vending machines and start watching 42 minutes of hardcore punk metal rock? Exercise. Yeah. How do we know what to do, what's right for us? Well, first, we must understand our values. Do you value uniqueness? Do you value impressing others? Do you value social connections? These are all values that stem from the feeling brain. And these are what's going to decide whether motivation will actually continue in the long term. Researchers Edward Deci and Richard Ryan call this autonomy, the feeling that you are choosing your own actions, making decisions by yourself. Let me give you some examples. If homework feels difficult, make it a challenge. Schedule 20 minutes and see if you can finish your homework in that time. And if exercise feels intimidating, dance with a friend. No, I will not be doing a live demonstration here today. Sorry. And if scrolling feels unintentional, make it intentional. Schedule intentional time for screen. That way, you're making it a choice, not an impulse. So today, we analyzed some actionable circumstances and what we truly believe. We analyzed how our world is fixated on this concept of knowing what we are doing, when in truth, we should be designing for how we are feeling. As Buddhist, Bodhidharma once said, when asked about how to reach enlightenment, all know the way. Few actually walk it. Taking action doesn't start with more thinking. It doesn't start with more discipline, more rigor. It starts with understanding who you are, what makes you run. That's how you turn critical thinking into critical action. Thank you.